Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So there's been a lot of discussion about the ZTE ZMax Pro. Shout out to Paul Tech, man. Hit his channel, check out his video. Paul put up a video explaining the phone. He found some things about the phone that might be an issue for some people. And this video is in no way to say Paul was right or wrong, because we're all trying to search for answers. And I'm gonna give you my opinion on this right now. So you all know I shoot all of my videos in 720p at 60 frames per second. Well, this phone right here, for some reason, like many of my other phones, it doesn't play the videos at 60 frames per second in the YouTube app. So it's a hassle for some people, because I prefer to watch them in 60 frames per second, and I prefer to record all my videos in 60 frames per second, just like this one. So what does that mean for the ZTE ZMax Pro? It just means that the video is going to be super clear still. You just won't see the option for 60 frames per second. It plays in 1080p, everything. So this is a video unboxing of my Max Pro in the browser, actually. Now check this out. You can see in the settings here, 60 frames per second.
But let me check the battery. I know
that is.
People are
so you see, 60 frames per second. So if we get back to the video, you can see it's playing at 60 frames per second. Let me see if I can scrub a little bit here so I can get to a different part of the video. And this is from the browser.
This phone is only available on Metro PCS right now. That's just
now it might look a little crazy because it's playing from the there's a lot of lighting in here, but
this phone would blow and decimate a
this
lot
phone
of phones right now.
Plays
the fingerprint reader is
from the browser pretty good. Now how it does this, now I got it to show this view right here. I went to desktop mode, and then I actually just hit the button and zoomed in, and here we are. So if I zoom out of here, this is what it looks like. This is where I'm at right here. You see, this is like full-blown browser. But if you go to, so you can see that it'll play the 60 frames per second for you. But if you go to, let's just say, let me turn off request desktop, and I go back to the regular, just the scaled down version for mobile, this is what you get. So you don't see all these options. So when I press play,
what's going on, guys? It's your man Jay Will. So I just
it starts up.
The Metro PCS store, because you know
I hit it.
Today is launch day.
Scroll forward a little bit, and here we are. There's no options to show that it's playing at 60 frames per second. So that's why you got to go to the full browser to see that. Now, if I go to the application and I go over to my videos and I play that same video,
What's going on, guys? It's your man Jay Will. So I just left
all I get is 480. And so we talked about this yesterday in the stream that I did. We talked about this yesterday in the stream, but I guess the real thing is, does the quality look that different? Does it look any different than what it does playing at the 1080p at 60 frames per second on a small screen? Small screen meaning not a big screen, not 10 or 9 or 8 or whatever. But there it is. So that is the deal with the ZTE ZMax Pro playing on the phone. Some videos play, like I can go to a different video. Here's the J7. This video right here is in 1080p at 60 frames per second, but it's only giving 480. Now this actually happens with all of my phones. It's not just this phone. So let me go to a different video. All these videos are in 1080p at 60 frames per second, see? Let me see if I can find one that's just a flat 1080p. I think this one might do it. Yeah, right, boom, there it is. You see, so this is regular 1080p shot with the ZTE ZMax Pro, and it plays in 1080p. If you have 60 frames per second videos and you want to play them like that, I just showed you how to do it. You go to the browser. If you just have to have this, you go to the browser, you request the desktop mode, you play the video. And it gives you the full screen option, everything. You get to change it just like that. Boom, there it is. If you just have to have that. And I'm not saying it's a right or wrong answer or anything like that. This is just for those people who like to do everything at 60 frames per second. And it is what it is. There it is. Can you really tell the
Here,
difference?
you've got 4G LTE on Metro PCS,
Is it worth going through all of this just to watch this video at 1080p at 60 frames per second? In my opinion, no, it's not.
13 megapixel camera on
It's
the
not.
rear with image stabilization, 5 megapixel front, 32 gigs on board, 2 gigs of RAM.
Yeah. So that's what it is, man. It's that's just something with the YouTube app. This happens to me on all of my videos, man. It's one of them things that this phone, you know, it happens with this phone. It happens with my other phones too, my Droid, all of it. We talked about this on the stream yesterday. And again, shout out to Paul Tech. It is no means to try to take shots at him, but he started the video, and I'm putting in, you know, I'm giving you the demo because I know he doesn't want to keep making videos. He's already made 2 videos explaining himself and explaining this to people. This is what it is. The first video he put up, you know, we got on there and told him, hey, Paul, that's, you know, that's a little inaccurate, you know, whatever. In the second video, he came back strong. He was like, listen, you know what? I apologize. This is what it is. I've done it. I've come back and apologized for something. I just did it last night with the video on the Axon 7. I originally said the Axon 7 would not take a SIM card for Sprint. Well, in fact, it does, because I loaded up that video again. And I said, hey, I apologize to everybody. You guys were right. Here it is. There it is. You got it. Boom. Here's the video right here. ZTE Max working on Sprint. That's the second video. And I think the first one is right here. And I even changed it to updated video in the description. This happens. The thumbs downs, I don't care about that. It happens, man. That's the first one where I said it didn't work. And here's the other one that I just put 14 hours ago. You can see no thumbs downs on that one because I apologize. I said, hey, listen,
I got a lot of questions on the video.
didn't work. My bad. I went too fast. And here again, this video, now here's the strange part. This video is actually recorded in 1080p at 60 frames per second, but it's only showing 1080p. So this lets you know that the video itself, the application for YouTube, is jacked up. It's just that simple. So this video was recorded in 1080p at 60 frames per second. The other videos are all recorded that way, but for some reason it chooses which videos to scale down, and it lets you play certain videos at 1080p. And the reason I'm going to show you this at 1080p because I'm getting ready to snap a photo right now of the front of the camera, and you'll see that it's at 1080p. It's how I record all my videos. Check it out right now. I just took this picture showing you that I do everything at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So that's what it is. The YouTube application, for some reason, chooses to, you know, I'm gonna do this video at 60 frames per second. I'm gonna let you play that one at 60 frames per second. Nonetheless, it's still hot. Even if I could only play it at 480p, I don't care because the screen is beautiful on this phone. It's high, it's 6 inches. There's no other phone that's coming with the thunder that this phone is coming with right now when it comes to the price value and the back and forth about is it worth it, or the cons and nobody's doing it right now for $99. USB Type-C, man, I could go on and on. I'll get into a follow-up video later on. This video right here is just to show you guys that it does in fact work. Shout out to Paul Tech for bringing it to the surface. I want to get on board with him, you know, put my video out, let you guys see that it does work. There it is.